What's good? It's Jordan. Today I'll be talking to you about the gift of imperfection. See, in this path, in this journey that the Most High provides us, we have to understand that we are imperfect. No matter how much we try to act like we're perfect, no matter how much we try to make it seem in society that we have everything figured out, that we have everything covered, that we have our lives in order, we have to understand that we are imperfect people. When I say that we are imperfect people, we will make mistakes. We will not make the right decisions. We will not do things according to God's plan and according to God's will. We have to understand that even when we make mistakes and we do not do these things according to God's plan and God's will, that we still have the ability to learn from our mistakes. We still have the ability to make better decisions in the future. We still have the ability to change things in our life, even though we may make mistakes in the past. See, that's the good thing about the Most High. He provides us the ability to learn from our mistakes, to make better decisions, to do things upon His accord when we do not do right. On this journey, it will not be an easy road. We may do things that we may look back on and look at it in a way where we could have made a better choice, a better decision. But if we just live with that and just continue to live in that moment, when we move on in the future, we're still going to hold on to those things. And those things may stop us from eventually progressing and moving on and moving forward towards the decision making that is better for ourselves and better for our others around us. Because in reality, the decisions we may make may be for the betterment for ourselves and for our families. If we don't understand that it's best for us to learn from our mistakes early and move on and move forward, then in the future, when we have to make better choices and better decisions, we're not able to because we haven't learned. See, the best thing for us to understand and the best thing for us to do is to learn. When we learn, we become more confident in ourselves. We become more confident in our decisions. We become more confident in the life that God provides us. If we aren't learning, we aren't growing. The key to growth is learning. And if we figure out that learning and understanding what God wants us to do in this life, the life that God has set out for us, then we can eventually make better decisions, help others make better decisions, and we can be the example for others in this life who may be going through their own situations or scenarios. See, we have to understand as well that with imperfection, it provides us the ability to learn, move on, and go forward. What we must not do in this life is act like we have everything figured out when we don't. Many times we try to act like we have everything figured out because we don't want others to feel sorry for us. We don't want others to judge us. We don't want others to look at us in a negative light. But to be honest, if you're truthful and you're honest and you're humble, people will not look at you in a different light. What we have to understand is now, if we go into this world being cocky, boastful, arrogant, and egotistical, and we act like we have everything figured out, when we don't, there's going to be people in this life that are going to pick on you for it and call you out for it. So being humble is the best foot forward for us in this life, especially with dealing with people in society, especially with dealing with ourselves as well. You know, we may make it seem like we have everything figured out, but a situation may arise where you see you don't have it figured out and others see that you don't have it figured out. So it's best that we be truthful in our personal endeavors, and it's best that we be honest, and it's best that we be humble. See, when you're humble, you get to learn, you get to understand what you need to work on, and you get to destroy the ego. See, when you walk with ego, you ruin so many things for you. There may be somebody who may try to put you in the best position possible, but they may see that you're egotistical. They may see that you are cocky, boastful, and arrogant, and they may not want to deal with you based upon you being egotistical. I'm not saying when you're humble, you let people walk over you, you let people speak to you however they want to speak to you, you let people disrespect you. But when you understand yourself and you're confident and you're humble and you're confident in yourself and what you do in this life, when you're dealing with people, you do not have to overexert yourself to make yourself feel like you are someone you're not. You could be cool, calm, and collected and confident, and people will see that. People will understand it and people will respect it. But just outright acting as if everything in this life is a breeze and just acting as if we're better than everybody else isn't going to get us far. I've been a victim of this in my own life in the past, of trying to move with ego, trying to move with cockiness, and it did not get me far. I got into many various situations where the Most High showed me that being cocky, being boastful, being arrogant is not for me. When you're boastful, you're cocky and arrogant, you got to continuously show for it. You got to continuously hide things. You got to continuously suppress yourself and suppress your true self to make others feel like you are that person. And for me personally, I do not want to live like that. I want to live in freedom, peace, and understanding that I can walk in this life knowing that I don't have to prove to anybody anything. I don't have to make myself look like I'm more of somebody I may not be. I could just walk this earth knowing that I don't have to validate anybody. I don't have to make anyone feel like I am the guy. I'm confident in myself. I'm confident in my abilities, where I don't need to do these things. I don't need to put others down to make myself feel better. I don't have to show others that I am this big, powerful figure in this life. I just get to live, and I just get to live following the Most High. And if I feel like I want to show people my interests through social media, I will. But it's not for people to feel like I am being cocky, boastful, arrogant, or boisterous, but it's for me to show others about what I like, about what I do, about what I believe in, and for others to be inspired and feel inspired. You know, in this life, some people may not feel inspired by what you do, and they may look at it from a different lens. But to be honest, everyone has their own different perspective in this life, and if someone wants to look at it from a totally different lens, then that's a problem that they have to work through and they have to deal with. But for the most part, I'm confident in myself enough to show others in this life that, hey, you can have interests, you can have hobbies, and you can be confident in yourself without trying to fake it and trying to be somebody you're not. Be yourself, understand the Most High, and understand that we will make mistakes. We will be imperfect. The Most High knows we will be imperfect. And if we work through our flaws and we build confidence without trying to be egotistical in our personal endeavors, then we will get so far in this life. So today, I want to read these scriptures to you, and I hope that these scriptures help us in our own personal life. Romans 2:1. Therefore you have no excuse, O man, everyone of who judges. For in passing judgment on another you condemn yourself, because you, the judge, practice the very same thing. Ephesians 2:8. For grace by you have been saved through faith, and this is not your doing, it is the gift of God. See, when we understand that the Most High is looking out for us, the Most High has our best interests at heart, the Most High knows that we're imperfect people, and the Most High knows that we still have things that we have to work on. The Most High provides us the time to do that. The Most High provides us the time to learn ourselves. See, in every personal endeavor in this life, you have to understand yourself, understand where you're going, understand what you're doing. When you reflect on yourself, when you reflect on what you have to work on, what you have to do, what you have to change, just being able to understand yourself. Self-awareness is key, because when you have self-awareness, you understand what you need to change, what you need to work on, what path you need to take in order for you to get on to the journey that the Most High wants you to be on. And you understand that you will make mistakes. You may not do things right all the time, but you still have the ability to make change in your own personal life today. I want to thank you for watching. Peace.